Hello guys, welcome to Salesforce Network Salesforce Administrator tutorial. So today's topic is hierarchical relationship and external lookup relationship. So in today's session we are going to see what is hierarchical relationship and what is external lookup relationship. Also in the last session we were working on junction object. Uh, First we are going to see the junction object, then we are coming to our today's topic. So we need to log in into our Salesforce account by providing the username and password. Hit the login button. We will be redirected on Lightning experience page. So first we need to search for our application EMS. So being on the EMS employee management system application, yesterday we had created job application. So what is job application? Job application is a junction object. Any object is getting called as a junction object when there is two master detail relationship on that particular object. So we have created the first master detail relationship with candidate object. So it is going to be called as primary master detail relationship, and next relationship we had created with position object, that is going to be called as secondary master detail relationship. Let's see. Click on job application, click on setup, edit object. Let's verify that how many relationships are there. So we are on the job application. This is a custom object. Click on fields and relationship. So we are able to see that on candidate object there is a master detail relationship, and on the position object there is a master detail relationship. Also you have to know that when we had created the first relationship with candidate, automatically the ownership of this is converted into primary master detail relationship. So as we are creating any object, there is 4 fields by default Salesforce is getting created for us. So in that situation, that ownership field we are not seeing here. I am trying to make it clear that we were not finding any ownership for this object. So if you are creating a custom object, by default Salesforce is creating 4 fields on that, and here all we are seeing 5 fields: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So one is ownership field, that ownership is getting converted into master detail relationship as we had created the first master detail relationship with candidate and the second master detail relationship with position. So with candidate object it is taking the ownership for this object. So coming back to our application, employee management system application, job application object, click new. So now we are finding the candidate and position. And as we are seeing, for this all the fields are mandatory. So anyhow, this job application name is getting created by the object. Let's see in the candidate object there is a record or not, and again in the position there is record available or not, because when we are going to create the record for job application name, we are going to choose the candidate and position. So let's see. Coming to candidates, click on recently viewed, click on all. So there is no candidate records. Also verify position. On the position as well, we are not finding any record. So first we are going to create a record in candidate and position object. So click on new. So candidate is having fields, I think. Why it is displaying only one field? So also new. It is not displaying the fields. So let's see what the fields holding this object. Fields and relationship. So there are so many fields. Come to page layout, candidate layout. Okay, here fields are not. I think we had created this candidate object by schema builder. So in that case, we have to drag and drop the fields into the layout. So name, phone, email address and address. So all the fields are available here. So we need to click on save. So again we have to go with position object as well. Click on position, click new. So here also we are not seeing any fields. So after selecting position, click on setup, click edit object. So we are landing into the detail page. So click fields and relationship to verify the fields are there or not. Yes, there are fields. Education, salary, title, these are the custom fields what we had created. So come to page layout, position layout. So here in this section there is no fields, so it is not displaying anything. So we have to drag and drop position name. Below this I had dragged title, education, title and salary. So click save. It's done. So anytime if you are not seeing on the page layout the fields, you have to do the same procedure. Again coming back to just refresh once, reload the page. select the object, click new. So now we are able to see all the fields on the page layout. So name, phone, email and address. So I am creating one record. Ritu, some random phone number I am taking. Noida. And again I am going to create one more record. So I am clicking on save and new. So it is created by CID, candidate ID. Second record I am going to create Raman, some phone number I am taking. Delhi, click on save. I am not going to create any more record. So we had created two records. Simply click on candidate. We are able to see these two records. If all I need to see all the headers here, we have to edit this layout. So I am not going in depth of this. CID. So in candidate name we are finding the ID. This we had chosen their auto number, so it is coming like this and it is going to be unique. Then name, phone, email and address. For the next record, click on candidates again, click on second record. So name, phone, email and address. So next I am going to position. So click new. So education I am going with intermediate. Then title. So what is a new position? In any company, when we are seeing that there is recruitment is going on, so what they are asking, this would be the education. So if someone is having with this education, they can apply. So education is required, intermediate, title is required, web designer, and salary they are going to provide like 45k. So this is one position in a company. So again I am going to create one more record. So clicking on save and new. So position ID 1, it has been created. Second is required. There is a requirement came into picture 5 from the company. So second requirement is like second position is coming like they are asking for PG, postgraduate, and web developer, and they are providing the salary like 65k. So now I am going to click save button, as I am not going to create any more records. So clicking on position, we had created two positions. So PID position, it is going to be unique. So PID position ID 01, it is having education, title and salary. So suppose ABC company they had means on paper you get to know that one vacancy is there for ABC company. That ABC company is searching for the candidate like who have the education of intermediate, and they are offering the position like web designer, and they are providing the salary like 45,000. And for the second position, suppose XYZ company is there, they are asking for the candidates who had completed their PG, and they are searching for web developers, and they are providing this salary. So if this position is holding this much of information and these candidates are having this much of information, so there it is required that the both the objects should be linked by anything. If they are not linking with each other, how this came into know, how the candidates gets know that this company have the vacancy. So I am clicking on job application, clicking on new. So suppose there is a Naukri portal. By the Naukri portal, this candidate CID candidate 1, and they are going to, means this candidate is having this all the requirements, and they are scheduling their interviews like this one only, clicking on save button. So here, if I am not providing any of this field, so if I am providing the job application name and candidate name as well, but I am not putting the information of position and trying to save the record, it can't be possible. As this is a master detailed relationship, you have to provide this information. If I am providing this record, this information, but I am not providing this information, first one, and trying to save, again this is a master detailed relationship, you can't save the record. So we have to provide both the information, candidate as well as position. Click save. So job application name, here we are providing Naukri, candidate is this one, and position is this one. Again I am going to click on this job application, creating next record. So job application is like Indeed, and here I am taking the candidate 2 and position is also 2. So I am saving this record, it's done. So what I am trying to show here, if I am deleting any one of the record, so suppose I am coming to candidate object and I am deleting this candidate ID 1. So see this detail, candidate ID 1 is having Ritu name and all the information. If I am deleting this record, what is going to happen? This information is linked with job application, and again position is also linked with this. So if I am deleting this record, are you sure you want to delete this candidate? Yes. So this candidate record I had deleted. Let's see in the job application what it's showing. See, this job application Naukri data is deleted. Again coming to position, see, is it having the record or not? So this record is having the information. Position record is having the information as we had gone for PID 1. So it is holding all the information, But as soon as we had deleted the candidate object, automatically job application is getting deleted. So this is the child object. On the job application we had created the relationship, then it is going to be treated as child and this would be parent, and this is going to be primary parent. So if we are finding in the recycle bin, obviously it is sent to recycle bin. As we had deleted this record, this is sent to recycle bin. Then this record we can find in recycle bin, but if we are searching for the job application Naukri data in the recycle bin, we can't find. So let's switch to Salesforce classic view. Click recycle bin. So see CID candidate, you are not finding anywhere job application details like Naukri record. We had created Naukri as that was a child record, so we can't find in the recycle bin. But if we are undeleting this particular candidate ID, automatically job application is also going to restore. So see this, undelete, switch to lightning experience, clicking on candidate. See, candidate is restored as this is the master record. This is restored. Again, if I am clicking on job application, also Naukri is restored. And position, there is no effect at all on this object, so it is going to be as it is. So simple review or up to now we had seen master detail relationship, lookup relationship and junction object. It's completed. So coming back to our today's topic, hierarchical relationship. A hierarchical relationship is a special type of relationship in Salesforce that is used to represent hierarchical data. This data that has parent child relationship where each record has parent record except for the root record. It is used to establish relation between user to user. Also we are calling this as a self relationship. It's often used to model organizational structure such as reporting relationship between employees and their managers. So how we are creating the hierarchical relationship? Basically this is the concept of user to user relationship, external lookup relationship. External lookup relationship between a record within Salesforce and a record outside of the system. So what is external lookup relationship? In the Salesforce we are having a number of records. If that record we have to connect with external system or from outside any application, then at that particular time we have to establish external lookup relationship. So in that situation what is coming, the Salesforce record is getting connected from external application. So in that scenario we have to go with external lookup relationship. So here the concept is coming like two databases we have to connect. For an external lookup, the external object is the parent. So who is going to be parent? External data is going to be parent. External object are similar to custom object. This object is also going to be treated as a custom object. What we had created up to now, we had created so many custom objects up to now, except that they map to data that's stored outside the Salesforce org. Only the thing what is here, this data is not stored into our Salesforce system. This data is holding by another system. The value of the standard external ID field on the parent external object are matched against the values of the external lookup relationship field. So external ID is a field which is going to map with these two values. For a child external object, the values of the external lookup relationship field came from the specified external column name. So being on job application object, job application, here see the details, all job application, coming to fields and relationship. Here I am going to click on new. So I am going to create lookup relationship for this, selecting next, related to user. So we are going to create this on user object, as this relationship is one-to-one relationship. So let's see user only, job application, and here I am clicking on next. Establish field level security for reference field, going with next by default. Job application layout, it will be on that. Save. So we had created a lookup relationship on user. So let's create a new record. Coming back to our employee management system application, this, refresh once, reload the page. So this is going to be called as self relationship. So clicking on new. So here it is saying that user, you have to select the user, and as we had created the lookup relationship, so it is not mandatory. Master detail relationship is mandatory, we have to provide the information for that, but for lookup relationship it is not mandatory. So as we have only one user for this Salesforce org, so it is populating one user. So if I am putting the details, so job application name is LinkedIn, candidate, suppose I am going with first candidate, maybe candidate is going to appear in for so many interviews. So again this candidate one is trying for this next position also as a developer, and user I am going to select this user only, as we have only one user in this org. So click save. So what it is being called, like user means Salesforce network, it is calling by itself. A student is there. So what I am trying to show here, student ID, name is Rohit, and owner is who is the owner of this record? Salesforce Network. So if I am creating the lookup relationship with user here itself, so now it is going to populate here user, and what is the user of this Salesforce Network. So again, the owner of this particular record is Salesforce Network, and the user is getting connected with this record itself. It is not going to connect with different records, different users. It is getting connected with self data.